Kanye dropped. Let's have an honest conversation about it.
Let's go.
As opposed to...
Let's have an honest conversation about it.
Okay.
I tried to listen. I was skipping a lot. I had a couple songs that were cool. Fabio killed it on that shit. His verse was crazy. Did you listen to that one?
Which song was he on?
Was it
look it
Off
up.
the Grid or some shit?
I didn't know who a lot of the features
So
were. I
many
was
goddamn
like,
songs. Also, he doesn't put the fucking feature
yeah,
on
that
the
was
thing at
frustrating.
all.
Let me know who's on what.
I think it was Off the Grid.
Right.
But like, I keep on going back to this. Is it Pablo?
No.
You turn on Pablo, and the first 5 or 6 songs,
Unreal.
you just couldn't stop listening.
Unreal.
One after another, transition and everything beautiful. Boom. This wasn't that to me.
Nope.
I'm just like
When
Drake. The ball. Put it this way: the ball's in Drake's court.
Yeah.
Drake can get Kanye the fuck out of here if he wants. If Certified Lover Boy comes through, Haymaker, he just goes like this. Bye, little pipsqueak. See you later. In my opinion. Your guys' thoughts?
I thought if he made it was 27 songs, I think, by the end.
He's just trying to game the
27,
streaming
yeah.
shit.
Trying to game streaming, and that bothers me. If you want to make a classic, if he had 12 songs on there, I would be like, holy fuck. And this is where you, like, I recognize Kanye's his genius in that he had a song, I think it's called Lord, I Need You. The one about Kim. How you can make a fucking, make me feel this way about Kim Kardashian, who I've never liked. I'm like, yo, this girl sounds great. This is his genius. He can make this emotional of a song about his ex-wife. But there's so many songs on there where you're like, yo, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And that's what got them. It's beautiful songs, but also a lot of just filler.
First listen, I hated it.
Okay, good. Thank God.
First listen, I hated it.
Yeah.
Too much Lord shit, too much Jesus shit. I don't like the fact that there's no curses on the album. Like, I want, like, give me the option. Give me the uncensored version and give me the clean version. But the fact that there's none. Second listen, I fuck with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, I think it depends on your environment where you're listening to. The first time I was listening, headphones in the pool, and I was like, this shit is mad long to get through. That's
Mad long.
Mad long to
So
get
long.
through. Second time, I'm at the gym, and it's playing on a speaker. Sounds good in the gym.
I would want to hear it on loudspeakers
Sounds
in a
good.
car.
So that I put it on
Yeah.
the phone, on the speaker on my phone as we were coming back from, we just landed, and we're coming back from Newark.
Yeah.
And I press play, and I'm like, you want me to just play it on the speaker, babe? You can listen. And I just, donda, donda, donda. And then it's like 15 seconds of that. My girl's just like, oh,
a minute.
my
It's a minute
God.
of Donda.
Yeah. So yeah, I think part of it is that that was just the pure auditory experience, and that there was like visual elements that sort of went along with it, and that the whole album sort of was like a show, sort of at like the listening party. Apparently, I didn't see it.
Okay.
But like for like the Donda chant, it was like a different picture of him and his mom growing up.
Ah.
On every iteration of Donda, 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 Donda. And it was just like flashing images of like him growing up with his mom. And then like his mom passing away. So like there was like a story within that song to me that is like a skip. Like, oh yeah, I'm not even gonna listen to this.
Okay.
There was
Show
like,
will be fire.
yeah, exactly. But at the show, it was like, oh, there's actually a cool thing happening. Like his mom's name is now like this word that doesn't even sound like a word. Like, so apparently in the live experience, it came across different than just purely audio.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that
But
happened
it
with a
is
few
gonna
different
be
songs.
listened majority by people who are not at the live show.
Yeah, exactly. Only audio.
So it's like you're curating something that isn't going to satisfy the consumer.
Right.
It's kind of stupid. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll go on.
But I'm assuming he's just like a purist, crazy person that's like, this is the way it has to be, this is the way the live show was, and this is the way I want it to be.
you make Crocs. You make Crocs. You make Crocs. That's what you do. You make your money on Crocs. Don't give me this purist fucking shit. You make Crocs.
Did he actually do a Crocs glove? I didn't see that.
No, but
No,
that's what the
the
sneaker is. It's a
slide.
fucking Croc.
Slides on there.
You
Yeah.
make Crocs. Right?
You're such a
Bieber-
hater, son. You're
actually
a
made
hater, son.
What?
You are a hater.
Why am I a hater?
Son, he made something different, and the fact that he makes it cool, you don't like that. People
You call
now
yourself
think it's
Jesus. You call yourself the greatest fucking creator ever.
Cool. Yeah,
you
he
call
calls
all that
himself
kind of
Steve Jobs. You know,
Exactly.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm
You're
saying it
such a hater.
sarcastically.
I
I'm
know,
not saying
I know.
he's dead serious. So once you call yourself that shit, you got to be open to the criticism. If he was like, "Yo, I'm mid, I'm regular,
Yeah.
I'm just one of the guys," I'd be like, bro, you a little better than one of the guys, bro. Like, you see these Crocs? Like, these are the most fire Crocs I ever seen. Why would you say that you're just a regular guy? You took Crocs and you made them cool enough to wear with jeans and shit.
Yeah,
but if you call yourself Jesus, Steve Jobs, and you just made Crocs with holes in them, I'm going to say that's who you are. You set the expectation for how people consume you.
Isn't that Versailles what you were just saying before?
He's Cap.
But it's not Cap. It's not Cap.
Anyway,
like
you were saying, you were still saying.
So I'm curious about the live show. Like after listening to it, I listened to it twice, and on the second listen, it was kind of the same thing. But that's how all Kanye's albums are to me. Like the first time I listened to Pablo, I was like, oh, it's cool, it's good.
Oh, not
me.
But then the second time, I was like, oh yeah, I'll listen. There's no skips on this. The first time, I was like, I'll skip a few songs.
I think you could skip Pablo on the back third.
back half.
Or back half, maybe.
But now
There's
I love
a
all
couple
those
skips.
tracks.
Fair, but like the first time I listened to Pablo, number one, I was like, this is fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Dude,
It was
Waves
an
was fire.
experience.
I wish
yeah.
that this album is what Jesus is King was.
So it's got a lot of the Jesus
Like,
stuff in it.
I want, like, if you're gonna make a gospel album, that's dope. But Jesus is King, I was like, I can't. This is really not even listenable. Like, I did not enjoy anything on here. Whereas this track had like Jesus influence, but also like old Kanye, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a cool way to approach a gospel album. So make this Jesus is King. And so like, I'm hoping that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to do like the redemption thing, and then the next album is like more like Pablo and the rest of it. But as far as like a listening experience, listening to it all the way through, I thought was like fun. If you're listening like
you got
intently,
through the whole thing?
yeah, I listen to it at the gym. But like, if you're listening intently, like, okay,
No, I got
I'm
through
listening to this song,
I
I'm
got
listening to
through
this
it.
lyric.
There was one song that was like 8 minutes, 45 seconds or some
That
shit.
shit
I
was
was
rough.
like,
I mean, I was
oh
on a
my
flight,
God.
so it was
I didn't get like the repeats, like doing like Jail 1, Jail Part 2, and it's just the same song but a different feature. I'm like, all right.
I know the jail one. He made some.
Well, I thought they didn't
something-
get jail too. I thought it was
Well, he
it
added it
dropped
later.
last night.
it did
Yeah.
drop last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, because the baby, there was something going on. But here's
And
why I
that song
think.
slaps.
Here's why I think
good?
people.
Love that.
that's probably my favorite.
That's my favorite song
Jail
now.
is the favorite.
Jail 1 and 2 are both fire.
Okay.
Jay-Z's verse, I actually thought was pretty good.
Jay-Z's verse is the highlight of the album.
Yeah, probably. The Baby's verse was
I
good.
think so.
That's the one thing I do like about
Baby's
Kanye.
verse is great.
He brought the features out, and they came to perform. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't feel like any of the features really phoned in.
That's true.
Like, all the
I'd
features
agree.
I thought slapped. I thought, like, the Lauryn Hill influence was cool, even though it was, like, from an old track.
Yeah, I thought Lauren was gonna be on it.
Yeah, I got
would-
so
that's why
hyped
I was
and then
like-
so
I was
disappointed.
What is
waiting.
this,
I was
man?
waiting for her verse because
Yeah.
and she's back out. She was on Nas's album. I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's back out rapping now.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was waiting for that shit, and then
That would've
I was
been cool.
disappointed.
I also hated the censoring, too.
Yeah.
Because now you're making me add in the N-words.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think it goes there. I don't know. But like, you're making me do all the work, being like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that rhymes with figure like that. Like, now I got to add it into the song. That made me uncomfortable, Kanye.
Yeah, I didn't like the censoring.
I didn't
sucked.
even notice the censoring shit, to be honest.
I didn't
with
like
Yeah, me
it.
you.
neither.
I thought I was listening to a censored version. You know how they have like the explicit.
Oh, yeah.
and
That's what I thought too.
and
I
then
went
it's just
back.
all of them?
Yeah.
But then he goes, yo, shout out to the throat goats. And that was a censor. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
For real. Like,
I don't know. What do you think?
Sonically, like, or like music wise, I remember you saying on one of his last albums, you were like, it just doesn't even sound good, like
Yeah.
musically.
Yeah.
I thought this did.
It seemed like he took his time more.
So
Apparently.
in that
Like,
sense, if you want to say Kanye is back, yeah, cool. But as a rapper, it's just like not really. He's not rapping that great on it. And also, I think it's weird to beef with Drake, where it's like if you're Kanye, you seem to be moving away from rap. Why are you going at this rapper and making this a competitive
Yeah, it's
thing
a
with a
different
rapper?
thing.
Your
Yeah.
whole point with fashion is I want to make fashion that is universally acceptable, and these white people are the gatekeepers. But then when it comes to your music, you're still competing with the black guy in the rap genre that you say you're above competition for. Like, you're past this, dude. And Drake is probably gonna smoke you, but like I think the Drake angle is weird. I think when he dropped it, and this is why I think he doesn't have faith in the album. He dropped it and then said, "Oh, Universal put out my music without my permission."
that shit is
So if people say it's
corny,
whack, you're gonna
bro.
be like, "Oh, but they didn't have my permission," because the internet wasn't really fucking with it early on, at least.
Yeah.
Initial reaction on Academics page, and they do this pretty much everybody, but L.
Yeah.
And then I see a post from him. Oh, Universal didn't have my permission.
Yeah.
and then all the people that got left off was interesting too.
Soulja Boy was upset he got left off, and the text messages are there with Kanye saying like, "Yo, I love you. You're a genius. Send me a verse." Soulja Boy, there's a screenshot of the verse, and then he's just not anywhere on the album.
What about what was his face? Donald Glover, is that his name?
Yeah, I'm
Childish
glad that I'm
Gambino.
influential.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know necessarily. I don't know if he was talking about like one of his like flows being bit by Kanye. I wasn't sure exactly. I mean, he didn't really come out and specify.
Everybody was all salty, man. I mean, I think Chris Brown was tweeting some shit or posting on Instagram. You seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one I don't know why he was upset.
Because he was probably left off too.
But like, I'm wondering, do these people not know Kanye well enough?
Yeah, I know.
I think that they think they're above that. Like, they're above being passed on. What I thought would be dope is if, because Kanye kind of did it. Like, he had Marilyn Manson, he had the baby, right? And if he had Chris Brown, like, what if he took all these people, like, if he's really about that forgiveness shit, he's really about that Jesus shit.
Making uncool shit cool?
Yeah, or no, he used to be Mr. Uncool Cool. Now, what if he's about, like, forgiveness and rebirth? Like, truly about Jesus, and he takes all these people that have done fucked up things in their lives and was like, yo, here's the forgiveness song. Or be part of this. Like, this is about rebirth. Like, I fucked up. I was on that red hat shit, and I was doing all these things, and I was living this crazy life, and that was fucked up. I shouldn't have done it. And now he's truly using the power of Jesus to help these people be, you know, rebranded and forgiven for their transgressions. Like, I thought that's what he was trying to do. So, and then, you know, Breezy not on it. I guess not everybody gets forgiven. You know, but like, it is, I don't know, it's kind of interesting.
So the Donald Glover thing, people are pointing out that his album 31520 was just a white album cover,
Okay.
whereas Donda was just a black album cover. So people are like, that's one similarity.
What
There's
was
like,
the white album for the Beatles? What kind of cover was that? Was that not just
I think it was
white?
white, and then it just said the white album at the bottom, I think.
This was just a white square and a black square.
No blue square.
Drake needs
Sorry,
that blue
Duff.
square.
Drake,
Let's go, Drake.
Drake said he comes through with the blue square.
If he comes with their blue squared out.
But I also thought the album cover was kind of weird too. Like, I didn't really get why.
I didn't even see that album.
I don't know. It just seemed weird. Like, it's the album's named after his mother, like the woman he loves the most in his life, and he's like, all right, what's the album cover?
Black
Square. He's like, what can I do that would remind me of my mom? Like, it's just, if she was black, I guess it's close. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just unenthused.
Maybe there was nothing that he could do that would come close to his admiration for his
I
mom.
think he's a little too far gone. I don't think we're ever going to have the genius that we think Kanye is. Like, he comes close to it, but it's still just, I don't think he got it anymore. Like, I think he's a little bit too far off.
Yeah, I don't think he was a brilliant musician, but this genius shit that we put on him, I guess he put it on himself, but
Well,
that we
that's what I
bought
mean.
into it, we were idiots. The whole time I was like, this guy's just bipolar. What are we doing?
Of course, I'm speaking musically.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't even think he's going to make that great music like he was once able to make.
Yeah.
That's also the line with Crazy and Genius, though, right? Like, it flips so quick because they're so close to each other. You know what I mean? Like, the guy that does the
Conor
genius
McGregor is a crazy person now.
Yeah.
When he was winning, he was a genius.
That's what I'm saying. He's doing the same behavior. He just
Yeah.
doesn't. He's just not winning.
And maybe he was always doing this behavior. Maybe he was always tweeting these things. Maybe he was always saying this
He
shit.
was.
And now that
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit extra now.
He's more desperate.
I think he's more desperate. But when he was winning, he wasn't desperate. He was the king.
Yeah.
And the king says whatever the fuck the king wants.
Yeah.
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 But that's
it's
everyone.
just-
Anyone that takes a crazy risk and then it works out, they're a genius. And if it doesn't work out, you're crazy. So it's like
Yeah.
he's in his crazy spot. But if he comes out with another album later that smacks, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, he's a genius again.
Yeah, that's the thing with music is like you're just forgiven once it's good.
Yeah.
It is the most intoxicating form of content. Like a great song is a great song.
It gets inside you in a way
It
that
does, man.
like a joke doesn't get stuck in my head.
No.
I'm not fucking saying jokes to myself walking down
Yeah.
the street. Music, man, I don't need anything. I'm there.
Yeah. Now, would you see him if he comes live to New York?
No interest.
Really?
I
Zero.
know, I gotta see it live.
would
Especially
love
from
to
what
see
you,
it.
especially
The only
from what
reason
you
I
just
want to is
said.
because of what you said.
Yeah.
Before that, I've never seen a Kanye show.
Zero interest.
Nah, son, you should go just to see him put on a show.
Oh,
because
I
what you
saw it.
want to do now is
I
put
went
on
to
shows.
Pablo.
Yeah, but
And you said it was
continue
amazing, right?
seeing it.
No, I thought it was mid.
Oh, really?
It's kind of cool.
I've liked every Kanye show I've gone to. Like, it just he puts so much effort into it. And
I
I
was
like
just
I like
standing
people.
for a long time. My back gets hurt. Like, let me sit down. Like, why do I have to stand with all these people? Like, what's going on right now? Like, everybody fuck. It takes you an hour and a half.
I know.
I don't like
Stand it.
it. I
You don't like live music. That's what it is.
Son, like,
Yeah.
no, I like live music, but like, start it. Like, you gonna make people stand for 3 hours and then you come on? Like, start it. If you want to make people wait, at least let them sit down. Bring some seating.
Oh, so you were mad because he was late?
Son, what was that fat girl that used to sing a lot? No, not
You
fat
didn't
girl.
narrow it
Weird
down at
girl
all.
from like Australia, New Zealand, or some shit. Huh? Remember? She was like weird a bit.
Bjork?
Nah,
Sia?
nah.
Anna Gatsby.
Nah. She was kind of popping for a little bit. Like,
Lord?
Lord.
Oh, Lord Smacks. Her new shit's
Oh,
fire.
but she's not fat.
Not at all fat.
Nah, she wasn't fat.
Nah.
She was like 12.
Yeah, she was 12.
You were thinking 12. Yeah.
No, but like I remember watching one of her shows, like a girl I was with back in the day wanted to see her live, and like I'm like standing for an hour and a half before she even comes on. I'm like,
yeah.
this is not
Yeah.
it, bruh.
Yeah.
Like this is crazy. How you stand for an hour and a half?
It's a young people's game, yo.
Sit down. Like why can't we just sit? If I'm sitting, I'm good. Everything's fine. People stepping on my fucking sneakers for an hour and a half. You gonna get your sneakers stepped on for an hour and a half before Kanye comes on, sing some trash songs. The best part of the fucking whole concert or the features, they're not gonna be there. Like, why would anybody go to this? Everybody's going, yo, the feature's the best part. I can't wait to see the live show. Who's there?
I'm sure some of them will come through.
Not all of them.
For the
If he does
exposure.
the Garden,
26 features at the
you
fucking
can't have
thing.
everybody.
if he does the
The
Garden,
big ones, yeah. But if you think the features are all pulling up to Indianapolis, you're out your goddamn mind, bro.
but the Garden also have seats.
Not when he does the pit. When I was there, I saw him at the Garden, and he had the pit. And I was fucking exhausted. I was like, all right. Let's go. Wrap it up.
Nah, Drake's in a good place though. To
Drake
come-
got to do it, right?
Yeah, and he's in a great place. Like, I get to hear the album. I get to see what people like, don't like about it. I can still make tweaks to mine.
Yeah.
I can have some bars coming
And
at you
he's
now.
gonna,
And
he's
shit
gonna
like
come
that.
out with like club bangers that everyone's gonna listen to. Be like, oh, this is cool. Like, and it's just gonna be better because it's gonna be kind of different. Like the listening experience is gonna be different. He's not. I don't know if he's gonna innovate in the way Kanye tried to innovate. It's not gonna be as like unique, but I think the songs are just gonna be consistently better.
Yeah, just give me some bangers, dog. Give me some fucking bangers. Put Future on that
give me some
shit.
bangers I can sit down to it. Just
Yeah, I want
enjoy
to
it.
sit
Give me a
down.
sit down
dog.
banger, bro.
Tap my
How many
toe
of y'all
and shit.
stand and listen to music, bro? Like you said, you were at the gym, probably sitting down. You know, you were driving, sitting down. You were on a flight, sitting down. Sit down. Make sit down music.
Yeah.
What's up with all this stand up music, bro? All these shenanigans. Dude.
Fucking kids and they're standing. Why are these kids standing all the
Son,
time?
both of them 40 years old. Why they
Yeah.
making stand up music?
Yeah.
Like, think about, you know what?
Everybody
standing
stand
up in the
Nah,
concert-
everybody stay seated. That's that fire shit.
If I'm no,
Everybody
listen.
get comfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, just
Cross
for the
your
weight.
legs.
Just for the weight. That's what I'm saying. It's just for the weight. I'm okay if once you're out there playing the music, I'm ready to go. Let's rip. But I'm not gonna do it after an hour and a half of
Just
already
show up
standing,
late, bro.
Yeah,
what?
I know.
Just
Just
show
show
up
up late. Because you know there's always opening acts. Like,
Yeah.
you never did a show before.
Why did you could have just sat. You could have just
Nah, there was
sat.
never an opening act for Kanye.
Yes, it was.
Not at Pablo. It was just Pablo.
Bro,
So
might
you
have got
just
there
sat
late.
and no. That doesn't make sense.
What does it make sense?
So you were there, you were just sitting and standing in silence for an hour and a half? Like
Nah,
nothing
they-
was going on?
Nah, I guess they were playing some shit. I don't
Yeah, the opening act was playing. You just probably weren't paying attention.
know. Nah, did you see Pablo? There was no opening
I
act.
saw the one
They
before
were
that
just
one.
playing music or some shit, but there was no opening act. It was just him. And then remember, there was the stage that like moves across.
Yeah.
That was Pablo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there was no opening act. We were just sitting there in the fucking pit, just staring up at the bottom of his fucking sneakers.
Yeah, that's right.
You gotta sit on someone's shoulders or something. Bro.
Sucks. Dude.
That's where you gotta tap someone you're with. Be like, yo, can I climb up?
Yeah, I would. I would literally do that at that point. I found a wall, and I just leaned.
Sound
up
like you're at
against that
Akash's
shit.
wedding, bro.
Son, I wish it was like the Kudara, whatever that
At the
shit is.
Kudara,
Yeah.
let me lean, please.
Dog, I was literally just like anything, dude.
Damn,
For real.
Kanye's
I'm
got
okay.
4 more laps. Like,
That's the thing. I'm okay to stand if the music is playing. We're all dancing and partying.
Yeah.
But I'm not standing for an hour and a half before, and then standing the whole fucking time. That's too much.
Hey,
too much.
I didn't know that. Nothing goes on for an hour and a half. Until
Son,
it
I was
comes
looking.
on,
I was looking to
that's-
find one of them seats that you could like take with you to shit. You know, it's like you could fold it up.
Oh, yeah.
WWE chair?
Nah, like it's almost like a tripod, but I got a little seat,
Yeah.
like a monopod I could
Yeah, I
sit
got
on.
you.